If you have a refrigerator where the compressor is kicking on and off and your ice is melting in the freezer, I'm going to go ahead and show you a way that might be able to fix it. Ryan here for Silly Reviews. If you've seen some of my other videos, previous videos, you'll see I have this Whirlpool refrigerator. There's the model number. It's about 10 years old, 9 years old. And all the ice and everything started melting. I noticed that the compressor would not come on unless I hit the fridge with my shoulder. And I talked to a buddy of mine and he gave me some information that may help me, may help you. Maybe not in all circumstances, but we're going to give it a try. We're going to get this big daddy out the way. Been dealing with this problem for a while. I'm mildly optimistic. First thing we're going to notice here is the gunk behind the refrigerator, but I am thankful. I don't see any roaches. I don't see any mouse poop. Nothing like that. So that's kind of exciting. That's a good thing. We're going to clean that up later. But what we're going to do here, we're going to inspect what you need to do, what you need to try to do if you want to. Take a look at the back panel. You're going to have something flimsy like I have, which is this cardboard cover. You might have a thin sheet metal cover that you need to unscrew or unbolt to get to the back of that action, to get to that fan, to get to that compressor. And you're going to need to clean it out. And this is how I'm going to clean it out. We're going to go into the shed here, and we're going to pick up our a little blower here, a little Ryobi leaf blower, sweeper. And that's how we're going to blow ours out. But the first thing you need to do is take off all these screws, all these bolts, all these nuts. Get your nut. So after we take these out, we're going to get a really good look. And what we're looking for is a big collection of dust. Along with dust, there could be dead rodents, insects, roaches, things like that. What we're hoping to accomplish here is to clean out anything that may be starving the system of air and any buildup that's causing, hopefully, possibly, because this would be the easiest and cheapest fix, the compressor to be overheating too quickly. We've got a little bit of it exposed here. We haven't taken off the whole back cover. Not as dirty as I would be hoping for it to be. I've had and seen refrigerators in the past that have had major buildup that basically just causes that compressor to overheat and kick off quickly. And when you get all that debris, all that dust, maybe those dead rodents off of the equipment, the compressor will then begin to function normally. But as we see here, things are pretty clean. A little too clean. That kind of brings my optimism down, turns it into pessimism, but we've gotten this far. We're going to keep going. We're going to pop that battery onto the back, boot back. We're going to blow it out. And I did notice some insect, I guess eggs or whatever back there, but no dead roaches or anything. It's really surprising because the warmth that part of your refrigerator puts off is kind of a greeting place for insects and rodents. I don't have any of that, which is leading me to believe that this mess that I just made by blowing this out may not lead to the compressor functioning as it should. And typically it's going to be your compressor that goes before you're having a refrigerant low problem. So we're going to put the back on here. Get these little screws and bolts back into place for this cardboard cover. And again, yours may not look like this. You might have a little thin aluminum, sheet metal, some kind of cover on the back. It's all the same. It's to provide access, and the slits in it, the slots in it, that's to give it breathability, which I was hoping a big cluster of dust and gunk would be under there, in there, back there, giving me my problems. So since we have the refrigerator pulled out, we're going to go ahead and sweep up and then mop up. I'm going to take a little break here. And I'm going to come back and address this with my floor scrubber. I've reviewed this, link in the description. And after I swept it up, we're going to use some solution and the power of this floor scrubber to get this back area nice and clean. always have been impressed with this floor scrubber. Again, link in the description. I've already reviewed this machine before. It's pretty damn good. So at least we have one success in this video, right? Let's find out if we have the main success, which is going to be maybe the minimal amount of debris and dust buildup and stuff. Ooh, look how gross that stuff comes out once it gets cleaned and sucked up. Anyway, I'm gonna bring this fridge back into position, plug it back in. When I plugged it in, immediately I was hoping to hear that compressor kick on, which I did not. But maybe there's a timer and a safety mechanism on it. And I did let the system cool all the way down before I started this. And I didn't rattle it around too much. You never want to rattle around, drop, tip, anything that has a compressor like this in it, little big fridge, mini fridge, whatever, and then immediately plug it in and try to use it. You need to let it sit for a substantial amount of time, but we really haven't jiggled this around too much. So as I try to get this back into place, it's a tight fit. It's a snug fit. Gonna get this fridge back into place, and at this point, I'm not a religious man, but we're gonna begin to pray and hope that we get some action back in here. Even though you can buy a refurbished, reconditioned refrigerator like this, it's not too complex. You can usually get one for a few $100 at the most. I don't have that kind of money now, so we're gonna take that electronic thermometer deal we have, and you can hear that we actually do have some action now. Room temperature 64. Refrigerator, you want to get down to 40. We're going to set it slightly above mid-level on the colder setting. And we're going to hope that refrigerator gets down to around the 40 range. And we're going to give it a test. I went to the store, bought some sandwich stuff. Got some meat and cheese, okay? Then I went to sleep. About 12 hours later, we're going to come back, and we're hoping that this electronic thermometer deal here tells us we're close to 40, and we're not. We're at 54, which is 12 to 15 degrees cooler than the house, but that's not really getting the job done. And the freezer should be getting close to 0, and it's not. We're gonna give it another 4 hours. I threw my shoulder into this daddy, and it didn't make any progress. The compressor will kick on, it just won't stay on, and things in the fridge and freezer are just not getting cold enough. This method may work for you. I've seen it work before, believe me. So it's worth a try. It just didn't work for me. So I'm Ryan for Silly Reviews. Sorry my voice is a little raspy. Got a little throat cold here. Wintertime. Merry Christmas. And thanks for watching. Good luck to you if you're facing this problem. And I hope you check out some more of my videos here. All right, guys.